Sonny Donnelly, IFL TV in association with MGM Marbella. I'm in Sheffield today at the Steel City Boxing Gym, is it?
Yeah, Steel City.
And I'm with Sonny Edwards. Son, you're not from Sheffield, but you are boxing in Sheffield. Tell me what it's about and why you're here.
Well, I study at Sheffield Hallam University, so I moved from London to Sheffield last year. So I've been here for about 12 months now, just over 12 months. And yeah, that's why I'm boxing in Sheffield.
And that's not the only reason. Obviously, Team GB set up is here, and you are podium potential, I believe.
Yeah, I'm on. I've just got onto the GB team after winning the senior ABAs in April, I believe. So yeah, first year as a senior, won the ABAs. Now I'm on GB, looking to push for international experience next year.
Who did you beat in the ABA final?
I beat GB member and 2 times ABA finalist Joe Mafosa. Gave world champion from Cuba a split decision, very hard fight in WSB. So he was looking good going into it. So that's how I beat him.
Done well, didn't you?
Yeah.
So obviously I know you're club level, you box for Steel City here, along with Dalton Smith, is it?
Yeah, Dalton Smith.
Also a Team GB boxer,
Yeah,
training with his dad. What's it like down here?
Nah, it's brilliant. I've really fit in here. I moved here, obviously, I said last year. I fit in straight away. It's like a little family. There's only about 7 carded boys here. We had 4 boys enter the national championships last year. 1 schoolboy, 2 youths and a senior, and all 4 of us won.
I will explain it that boxing does run in your family because the initials on them gloves there say CE, not SE, and that's because your brother is English flyweight champion Charlie Edwards.
Yeah.
Your brother's been working hard in Marbella, focusing on his English title fight in Manchester on the 28th, is it? 21st, sorry. But you have been doing a little bit of talking for him with none other than Mr. Prince Patel on Twitter. What's been happening?
That kid is a clown. He's been my weight, been my brother's weight throughout the whole career. We've known him for years, you know what I mean? Like, he's not a new name. He's like this new big phase, like this craze that everyone's getting on because he just talks a lot of bollocks all over the internet, his interviews. But the kid is a clown. Charlie beat him 5 times easily. And then I was meant to be entering the same weight as him this year in the championships that I just won. A couple months before, he sees me at the TKO gym, which is now closed down. I asked him to spar, have a bit of an argument in the gym. He ran in the change room shouting, "Oh, I've only been training 2 weeks." I'd got off the plane from Magaluf 2 days before. He didn't want to spar me. I was about stone overweight. So there's always been that bad blood there, but there's one thing he can't do, and that's outspeak me. If we went head to head at anything, I'd beat him. He knows that.
Do you think he knows that? Because I don't think he knows that.
Well, he's a very deluded kid, like, let's put it that way, so the truth could hit him right in the face and he wouldn't know.
You probably know a lot more about him than me, obviously, because you've grown up watching him and like that. Do you know what he's about? Like, if your brother did fight him, would your brother know what he's about?
I would say if it was over a 10-round fight now for English or British title, he wouldn't make all round. He wouldn't make every round. And I'm not saying that as Charlie would stop him. He would get disqualified before he reached that final belt. The kid is a clown. Look, in his last fight, he was climbed up on a rope during halfway through a round. Like, what's he doing? He's a clown. He's entertaining, yeah. Like, I'll watch him. I'll turn up to watch him. But I want to see him get beat, so does everyone else.
But he does say that himself. He does say that buy a ticket. But I don't care if you're buying a ticket to see me win, lose or draw. You're buying a ticket to see him.
We say you're buying a ticket, but I wasn't there at his show personally at Harrow Leisure Centre, wherever it was. But I was told, like, I was informed that he boxed in front of 50 people. So he couldn't have sold that many tickets, could he?
Maybe he did. I don't know personally, obviously, because I don't work for Frank Warren or BoxNation or tickets. But he did box the first fight, so maybe it wasn't as full.
Well, you got to ask yourself, why are they keeping him off BoxNation as much as they can? Because as soon as everyone sees how bad he really is, this whole Prince Patel's going to go straight down the drain. But I think they've just signed him. They'd be putting him on there, putting him on shows that they've got him on. But they're not. They're keeping him in the dark. No one can watch him. You can't go on YouTube and watch one of his fights apart from his a cam called of his first round stoppage, his debut. Like, you can't watch him. No one can get hold of him.
But he has, no matter how he's won, he has won all 3 of his fights.
Oh, against Brett Fider, home decision, 39-38. We all know if that was a level show, a neutral show, he would have lost that last round and would have drew the fight. Simple as.
Do you think you've got a little bit of a biased opinion because of you?
Oh, of course I do. Of course I do. And I know there's going to be a lot of fans out there that do genuinely like Prince. And if they don't know about their boxing, then they will. Simple as that.
What's happening? Well, let's leave that now because obviously I know he talks enough for himself. No one needs to talk for him. What is happening with you then? So like, what's next? And have you got any tournaments coming up?
Well, I'm training now for my Great Britain debut. It's on the 26th of November at the English Institute of Sport. I'm boxing, I think, the Scottish champion and GB champion from last year. A boy that represented Scotland in the Commonwealth Games, Akil Ahmed. Sparred him before, he's a good kid, so I'm looking forward to it. That's what I'm putting all my effort into.
I'm not too familiar with the whole amateur setup, so what do you get if you win that, or what does it mean for you?
Well, really, it's just my first outing as a GB boxer. There's no, let's say, monetary gain or nothing to look on really from that, but I'm just hoping to put in a good performance for my first GB cap, really.
And as well as boxing, I know you're backing yourself up with a bit of education. What are you doing in university?
I'm studying a sports degree, I'm sports studies, and then doing a PGCE, just to give me something to fall back on if boxing don't work out. It's good to have a backup plan.
You can't start teaching kids to fight in school though. You can't do that.
Can't do that, but I'll try.
No, don't try and do that. Otherwise you'll do all this education and end up with no job. But yeah, alright. Well, I know your hands are wrapped and you're ready to train. You're sitting there fidgeting because you want to go train.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't forget to set your alarm in the morning because you've got running. Because I know you missed it this morning. But thanks for looking to iFilm and best of luck in your fight.
Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.